who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have much money. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career, skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you, I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you, I will find you, and I will kill you. To me, that's one of the best movies of all time. They didn't need a Taken 2 and 3. Taken 1 should have been a standalone movie, and it's awesome. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Strength Classroom. Today I'm showing you my dynamic effort lower body workout, and as I said in another workout, my dynamic effort work is going to be on the heavier side of the, what's it called? Force velocity curve. Damn, that's embarrassing. I might have got that wrong. Just due to the fact that, you know what? I'm making a video. I'm not going to explain. That's all you need to know for right now. So I put on a timer for 10 minutes. I'm trying to do as many doubles as I can with this weight. This is 265 pounds on the bar because the bar is not a 45-pound bar. It weighs even more. So technically it's 267, but I'm not going to be a super dork loser and include those 2 pounds with 115 to 120 pounds of chain. Now, my box squat form, I think is really good. I actually think it's really good. I would actually like someone that does like West Side style box squats to actually look at my form. They might say it's shit and it'll kill my fucking ego, but I actually feel like there's very little rock back. I'm getting my knees out. I'm initiating with my upper body instead of just, when you see people do box squats and they kind of rock off the box and they're coming off the box with momentum. That's not going to build your hips. That's not going to build your legs. That's not going to build power out of the hole. This is what builds power out of hole. Waiting on the box, spreading your legs out almost like you would a sumo deadlift. That's what builds power. So in 10 minutes, I was able to do 12 sets of 2, which is much less than I would for a normal, let's say, density block. But this is not a density block. It's just a strength block. So I'm going with heavier weights and doing not too many sets, but I'm trying to make those sets dense, if that makes sense. Then I did 5 sets of 2 with sumo deadlifts. I think I put a 8-minute timer on. And this is 425, and I have to say, and like I said in my last vlog, anyone that's a really proficient sumo puller, can you tell me what my form looks like? Because it feels and looks amazing. Just turning out the toes way more than I feel comfortable with. I really feel it in my hips. I'm really getting that pop off the floor. And it feels effortless. Sumo used to, my pop off the floor was non-existent before, but now it feels like effortless. And I feel like my back angle is up so high because I'm really shoving my hips forward. Like, look at that. There's like literally 0 elevation of my hips. It's like 1 to 2 inches max, maybe not even that. So I'm really happy with how that's going. Like I said, 5 sets of 2. Then with 425 pounds. Then I'm doing another giant set that I did last week, except I just want to get 20 to 30 reps total, and however many sets that takes. So I'm doing the glute ham raise with the easy curl bar on my back, which is 16 or 17 pounds. I can't remember. Last week, I draped some chain around my body. Now the moment harm, this is infinitely harder than last week. Why? Because look how far the anchor point is going to be my knee. There. Okay? Look at how much further all of the weight would be compared to when the chain was evenly distributed on my body. It's much further, which makes the exercise and the stress on the muscle much more. So I did about 11 or 12 reps. I lost count during the video. It's in my log. Who cares? That's what logs are for. Then I stuck with the same weight here last week because I didn't want to increase all exercises at once. And because I already got the 30 total reps, I'm like, let me just do this to do it. But I increased the range of motion ever so slightly. I don't know if you could see that red thing under my feet. That is a 25-pound plate. And now I'm not doing this to increase the range of motion, even though that's happening. I figured when I do increase weight on this exercise, I'm going to need something to prevent the kettlebells from hitting the floor, and just that extra little inch does the trick. So I did 15 reps per leg on the first set, and you'll see later I was able to complete the 30 reps and completely knock them out of the cycle. So once I hit the 30 reps, it's gone. Even if I didn't hit the 30 reps on the other exercise, I stopped doing this exercise. That's how I've been running these giant sets. I didn't see it anywhere. I just kind of came up with it on my own, and I enjoyed it. I forgot to put the first video of the weighted sit-ups. I was not filming, and I thought the camera was on. Anyone that's filmed a workout vlog probably has run into that issue. Like I said, the moment arm being so hard, I didn't expect it to be this much harder than the chain. I expected it to be harder, considering the weight was a tiny bit higher. It's like 3 pounds higher, and the moment arm and the physics of it is very different. But I didn't expect it to be that much harder. And that is partially why I tore my pectineus doing ab wheel, because I did not take into account how much greater the moment arm would be. It's like when you do a preacher curl as opposed to a standing curl. You can use the same weight, but it's going to be way harder on a preacher curl. So here's just an alternate view of the split squats. I like split squats a lot. I feel like kettlebells are actually my favorite way to load it. I'm also going to try Hatfield split squats. A subscriber actually recommended them to me, and I feel like those can be a beauty. Regular Hatfield squats are as good as I think they are for myself, and definitely for everyone. Then the split Hatfield squat has to be that much better than a regular split squat in terms of loading up the weight. With the stabilization and balance, obviously a free split squat is going to be a lot better. It's going to be not even close. So I did 15 reps, each leg, 2 sets. That's another video I'm going to make. You don't need a shit ton of sets. You need quality sets. That's what you need. And you need quality sets and you need rest. That's all you need. 70-pound kettlebells, each shoulder. This is holy shit. This was brutal. Like, weighted sit-ups are so underrated. I can't stand that more people don't do them. They really strengthen up the midsection, especially if you're doing anything like jiu-jitsu or anything where you have to get back up off your back. But it's also good just for strengthening your abdominals. Don't get me wrong. It's not that the only reason I like them is that they are quote-unquote sport specific or whatever. I could find anyone could benefit from this. Football player, rugby, everyday, regular Joe Schmo that goes to the gym. And then I just finished off with some hip flexor work. Nothing fancy. What I do like, I like loading them with the kettlebell at the end of my toes because that gets a little bit of tibialis in there by me having to dorsiflex my foot. But all in all, this was a great workout. Here's the breakdown. And the most important thing I say in any of these videos is to have yourself a great day, ladies and gentlemen.